channel, and I hope this time live stream is on. Sorry, I'm 4 minutes late, and I'm not sure if this stream is currently being correctly pointed to the video link which I had posted. Nope, no, no. This is a riverside issue. Yes, it is. Any which ways we can start. It welcome to our live show. What it is doing? Title is different. Everything is different. Uh, it's very bad experience with Riverside so far. All right, I will probably re-upload this video, this stream as a video. So in this stream today, as we discussed in the first one, we'll try to upgrade the Flux UI. So this time, last time I had set up my application. So this time, hopefully, we don't have to set up anything. We simply have to run npm composer run dev. So for that, herd composer run dev project Laracon connect, and it should start. Why did it give any error? Okay, because of the window. We'll keep this side and we will refresh. Now things are working fine. This line 22, this apparently is some live wire or flux UI issue, which I still don't know. But if I do a clear, if I do a clear, it goes away. So view optimize clear, probably somewhere views is getting cleared. So the views are refreshed, something, and it's on line number 22. Some every every now and then, especially when I start a project, I get that error and it's gone. So if you know how to solve that permanently, please let me know. So today we are going to focus on upgrading Flux UI, and I've gone through the docs partially, like only this piece till here, and then I realized for to be able to upgrade Flux, I will have to upgrade the Tailwind from 3 to 4. That is a pain for me, but let's try. Upgrading your Tailwind CSS project from version 3 to version 4, yada yada yada. This guidelines, okay, okay, using tool. Oh, so if we can upload it via tool, nothing like it. And npx. Do I have npx? Npx is not there. Hey Punyapal, thanks for joining in. Do you know how to install npx? npx, I already have it installed, but I need to run it here. Let's see. Hmm, yes, let's see what it does. And my project is over here. And if there are any changes, I will get to know from here. It did some changes. Oh, very nice. Let's see what all changes did it do. It added postfix, post CSS, upgraded the minimum version 0.6.9 to 11 for prettier Tailwind CSS plugin, and the Tailwind CSS itself is upgraded to 4. That's good. So this plugins is removed. Tailwind CSS and auto prefixer is removed and post CSS is added, which was used in the package, which is now a dependency. Hmm, this file is deleted. Hmm, but I want this file here. The configuration and everything, it is, I have made those changes, so probably I will have to take a look at this file again. Npx, yes, it was already installed, so probably I did not use herd's npx, my local machine's npx. I think it should work fine. Views, in the views they have made some changes. No, no changes in the view, I think. Very minor change over here, that too it is commented. Rounded sm, I don't know what those changes are. So all the rounded are now rounded sm, it seems. Yes, and the exclamation mark, instead of at the beginning, it is now at the end. Good. And this has changed from all these lines to these lines. The default border color has changed to current color in Tailwind CSS v4. So we have added these compatibility styles to make sure everything still looks the same as it did with Tailwind CSS v3. Okay, let us see how our application looks. It's broken. Hmm. Just. Okay. I recollect Jost was the font that was added manually by me. Hmm. OCSS font source. So this Tailwind base is removed. That's what. So my understanding is, so the file that I had added, this base is removed, and it is, yes, I don't know much, but my understanding is that Jost is dependent on this. Hmm. So what we can do, we can take a look at Jost. Hold a second. I want to take a look at my code. Font source Jost, and where did I add that? I had added that over here. This was a dependency. Hmm. I'll have to check Tailwind CSS how to add fonts. How to add custom fonts in Tailwind CSS 4. Hold a second. I have newly created project. Hmm. I did not include it in this way. Yes, I have no idea. I think it's better to take a look at the documentation. Hmm. Fonts, docs, custom fonts. Hmm. Okay. So instead of Google, I'm importing it from my local. Hmm. What's up? So currently, what I'm it's missed. Yeah. So currently, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to upgrade the Tailwind CSS v3 to v4, and when I ran the npx command, which is like this, it manipulated my files, which seemed okay. But then I had introduced a custom fonts in my project. This Jost import font Jost index.css. Now that line is giving error. So I think let me try one thing. If I simply remove this, what happens? So where is my browser? I will have to refresh. Think, yeah, it's working now. We are so this is now the latest. So now the colors have changed. Earlier it was V. Earlier it was red color. So the color has changed clearly. That is because it has deleted my file. This tailwind config has been removed. It seems. So all these colors I had I had changed it. Hmm, I think I will have to take a look at the docs. Let me upgrade guide. In V3, the Tailwind CSS package was a post CSS plugin, but in V4, post CSS plugin lives in a dedicated Tailwind CSS post CSS package. Additionally, in V4, imports, vendors, prefixing is now handled for you automatically. Okay, yes, this changed I notice using white. So if you are using white, which I am, we recommend migrating from the post CSS plugin to our new dedicated white plugin for improved performance and the best developer experience. Whiteconfig.js. Okay, whiteconfig.js, and over there it's asking to use Tailwind CSS plugin. Okay, okay. Mm, let me restart white, and it gave me some error. Tailwind CSS is not defined. It looks like you are trying to use Tailwind CSS directly as a post plugin. The post plugin has moved to separate package. So to continue using Tailwind CSS with post CSS, you will need to install and update your post CSS configuration. But I don't have a post CSS configuration. Hmm, use white at place of white. Move to white. Yes, I did not understand. Check import from docs. All right. Okay. 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 Thanks. Hmm. All right. And let's restart. Cannot find package. Okay. Okay. I think that's what Punyapal was trying to say. So we will have to install this, is what you are trying to say. Okay. Let's see. Punyapal, package.json is open. I hope you can see my screen. So I'm wondering, hold a second. Tailwind, Tailwind CSS white. If you are using white, we recommend migrating from the post CSS plugin to our new dedicated white plugin. This is where I am getting confused. First, they are adding their own post CSS. Okay, no, they are adding post CSS, but It's the plugin that is they are requesting. Go to Laravel. Laravel, it has configuration with white. Laravel. uh, hmm, nice. Yes. Tailwind, correct. Correct. Thanks. And then in the package JSON, they have Tailwind CSS and Tailwind White. Okay. Thank you. Hmm. Post CSS is not for white user. Okay. Thanks. But their NPA, their package added the white. Their package added this post CSS. Hmm. And if I am adding this white, probably I should also remove this white. No, they have it over here. So I'll probably this is the plugin and this is the white itself. So I will keep it herd pm install. Hmm. Okay. Remove two packages, added one. Yeah, because you were using this post CSS, so they migrated like this. Laravel was using post CSS previously. Okay, thanks. I have every time I have to recollect what this post CSS is, what this white is. Then there was something like web mix, something mix. I always get confused around this ecosystem. But once it is configured, I don't look at it and I only focus on the PHP part, the live wire part, etc. This first time, every time I have to take too much of effort. All right, let's see. So this is installed, and now we have to simply mm, what does it say? No, I don't see any response. I see that it is doing something. If I press F, it goes to the last. Yeah, it did something now. I'm getting error. Log file has changed. Cannot find module. Okay. Where is this being still being used? This is post CSS config. Why do we need this now? Hmm. So can I remove post CSS and post CSS nesting from package JSON? Okay. And even the post CSS, I think I will remove this also. And let's see. I see that it is doing something again. Forgot to run the npm install. That's all right. I think. How was your stream, Punyapal? npm update. Still doing something. Tailwind said that it would be much easier if we start using their white. I hope this is only the first time that they are taking so much time. Okay, good. It was my dinner time as usual when you stream. And next time I'm going to join your stream in the last 10 minutes and ask everyone to join mine at 10 o'clock. What is it still doing? One, two. Does this take so much time for even for you? Hey, at least it started. Okay. Thanks, Punyapal. This is working fine. Just use normal terminal. Yes, probably later. I'm still getting my hands dirty on this WAP. So any idea, any thoughts on how to get my these colors back? It was red earlier. So if we take a look at the diff, I think they removed this tailwind config JS. I don't know why. Should I roll back and get it again? Let's roll back. I can delete it again anytime. Let's also rerun and hopefully it takes less time this time. It's breaking because the screen length. Hmm. Okay, I will restart this. Okay, and let's see. I still don't see the color red that I am expecting. Invalid ticket ID. Hmm. Mail should unauthorized. Okay, I will take a look at that later. But the red, the colors are still missing. It was it red, and that configuration is part of the tailwind. This tailwind config default. mm, yep, all these colors, they are not being used. I don't know, very weak. You need to import it in CSS. Yes, CSS has this. uh, Check the tailwind docs. Okay, tailwind CSS docs font. I want to change the font. So font style, not style. What is it? Font. What it is? What it is called? Theme. Font sans theme. Yes. Font family. Font family is the Jost one, but I wanted to just color. Okay, color in your color. Okay, so in the theme, color midnight. Okay, like this. Hmm. But what happened to my existing theme? So this accent, etc., they are not using it anymore. I think let me go through the upgrade doc. I think that will give more clarity. If we take a look at color, color, no. Okay, upgrading manually using white. Changes from V3, remove tailwind directives, renamed utilities. Okay, so rounded SM. That's what we saw. Hmm. Okay, space between selector, default border color, adding custom utilities. Were we using any utilities? No, no. That shouldn't be updated automatically with npx exactly. I'm not sure this about this color. Definitely they missed updating my colors. I can see that, but that post css and white thing was definitely my issue. But this color thing, I think they missed it in the command, and now I have to understand. Even that time I recollect it was a pain for me to understand how to even the even like override the colors. But now again we'll have to do that. Hmm, I think container I don't see anything color specific. Hmm. So in the theme, app CSS theme color accent. So what does that doc say? Is there accent color? Setting the accent color? No, not like that. I just want to set the base color. So let's say I will probably try to explain. So in the colors, so default content and foreground, these color were I think overridden by these colors. Like accent is the default, color accent content is content, and foreground is this one. It's simple. And the zinc is colors dot neutral. So it we override the zinc itself. So these were the changes that I recollect doing, but I don't understand. I'll have to go through the docs and things might get very quiet. Yes, let's see. It's 10:45 already. Let's try to do it in 15 minutes. If I can do it, well and good. If not, tomorrow. Color accent. App CSS has color accent, which I know, of course. Here is the color accent, which is defined. Color accent content is defined. This is for the primary. This is for the dark mode, which we have defined. This all looks very simple, but I'm not sure why, what. Hmm. Let's go through the docs. As Punyapal suggested, we need to forget the upgrade guide and simply understand what core concepts, theme variables. Hmm. Theme variables are special CSS variables defined using theme. Okay. For example, you can add a new color to your project by defining a theme variable like, okay, import tailwind config JS to app CSS. Why? Hmm. Was it removed? Hmm. I don't know how to import a JS file into CSS. Why? Because you can do that. Tailwind CSS tailwind config.js. Tailwind config.js. Check in docs. Referencing in JavaScript. No, it should be in this page itself. Hey Gurpreet, thanks for joining. Watch me struggle with Tailwind CSS configuration. Being a backend developer, this is the most painful task that I will ever do. Uh, all right, where was I? So Tailwind, Punyapal is suggesting that Tailwind config JS into app CSS. For some reason this doesn't make sense to me, but I will try. Tailwind config.js. No. Import JavaScript. Okay. Config like this. Thanks, Manipal. Compatibility. The following directives and functions exist solely for the compatibility. I don't really care. Use CDN. True, man. True. For me, even CDN is pain. Okay. This is, I think, the important section that I think they should. Hold a second. Functions and directive. Is it part of the compatibility? I'm just checking one thing. Hold a second. Compatibility. Is there a link to that page in their docs? And it is also my bad that I did not go through their docs in the first place. Using a JavaScript config file. Exactly. Yes. So say they did mention this in the upgrade guide. I just did not go through it. Uh, okay. Using a theme function, I think. Yeah, in this section uh, they do mention to import it like this. Yes, I got it. Thanks. Hmm. All right. All right. FCSS. Where should I include? And let's again restart my white. Do I see the red color that I am expecting? Nope. Nope, Punyapal. No. Still no red color. But yes. Hold a second. Did I give the path? So this app.css is over here. First dot, the second dot, and in this same, yeah, second dot, and above that it will look for tailwind.config.js. Hmm. You need for you. I did not get Punyapal. I'm using a different browser. No, I I don't know. Let me go through the docs. I think it will make sense. Maybe may also need to remove current configuration. I think it's better if we go through the upgrade guide, upgrading manually. So using the upgrade tool, we did that. Then using white, if you are using white, actually I was using white. We recommend migrating from post CSS plugin to our new. So we did that. Mm, import Tailwind CSS. This is done using Tailwind CLI, which we are not using. So okay. Changes from v3 browser requirement. I don't care. Everyone should use the latest browser. Then remove tailwind directives. This the tool did, and then removed deprecated utilities. Okay, I highly doubt that I used any of these because I don't know how to use any of these. Yeah, so let's skip that. Renamed utilities. Yes, I was using rounded and it changed to rounded SM with the help of the tool. Remaining, nope, nothing. I did not use anything else. I'm using FluxUI. That's why most of the things have been taken care of. The FluxUI itself, I hardly use any minor minor things. Rename utilities, then space between selector. Mm, before now, no. This is too complex for me. No. Using variants with gradients, again too complex. Container configuration. Mm, nope. In V3, the container utility had several configuration options. Like, did we use that? I doubt we used, but I will still check. Mm, no, we did not use it. Default border color, no. Default ring width and color, no. I doubt we used any of these things. These themes things should be right above, because m- all most of the things we do is usually simply change the theme. All of these, I doubt I will be doing it, but still I will have to go through it now. Is this done now? No, I'm still stuck. So Gurpreet, for your information, so there is this Laracon Connect. So this button basically should be in red. Okay, and I am in the process of upgrading Flux UI. But to upgrade Flux UI, I need to upgrade upgrade the Tailwind from version 3 to version 4. So of course, all the npm etc., that's all done. I am now on the latest Tailwind 4, but I am struggling with the configuration where earlier I could basically override the I had overridden these accents like colors. This accent default content foreground I had overridden with the some dynamic stuff which we can see from here. So I am unable to get this red color over here. Remove everything otherwise other than those two lines, I believe, is what he's trying to say. Okay. All right. Right. Remove everything. Hmm. What what everything, and which two lines should I keep? Are you from app CSS? Hmm. Okay. Okay. So let me just app CSS. So we have added this, and all of these things should be removed, is what he is suggesting, which seems correct because this will be coming from the Tailwind config.js. Correct. Thanks. All right. And even this, I believe, okay, was added by the tool. Okay. Thanks. And I think all of these as well. For backward compatibility, yes, I think. You may comment. It's too late. It's okay. Put config below tailwind. All right. Thank you. Let's do it. So there we go. And can we? No, never. No. Still doesn't work for me. All right. Where is my documentation again? Hmm, so themes, values in JavaScript. No, we have to. We were here. Yes. Pre-flight changes. No changes. Using prefix. Nope. I doubt I've used anything such complex. Layer utilities. No. Variant stack order. No. What is the change? Okay. The brackets. The hover media. Mm, no. I, I doubt I have that transition outline color. No. Disabling core plugins. Hold a second. In V3, there was a core plugins option you could use to completely disable certain utilities in the framework. Did I do that? Let me. I doubt. Yes. No. Not do that. Then using the theme function. This is the important. Since V4 includes CSS variables for all of your theme values, we recommend using those variables instead of the theme function wherever possible. So like this. Okay. But I have not used this anywhere, I believe. By the way, one tip for docs. When you want to know how to configure things, go to the end of docs. Using JavaScript file. Yes. No, no. Okay. Ah, is it? No, no. This is too low level. We'll go to the docs. Punyabal, you are saying that okay. One tip for the maintainers, or one tip for everyone else who wants to simply change the theme or the colors which I am struggling with, directly go to the end. Hmm. Using the theme function. Okay, I was about to check if I'm using the theme function. Hmm. Oh, I am apparently. Uh, but these are the generated ones. So probably the Flux UI is generating those, and once I upgrade the Flux version from 1 to 2, it will take care of these theme to var, which I don't need to take care of. Hmm. Then for cases blah blah blah, using a JavaScript config file. JavaScript config files are still supported for backward compatibility, but they are no longer detected automatically in V4. Okay, and that's why Punyapal was suggesting to include that. Yes, which we did, but still not working apparently. If you still need to use a JavaScript file, you can load it explicitly using the config directive, which we did. The core plugin, safe list, and separator options from the JavaScript based config are not supported. If you hold a second, I'm just reading messages. Like if you want to check for colors after going into colors, just go at the end. No, in upgrade guide. I mean, in a particular topic like size. No, in upgrade guide, not in upgrade guide. I mean, in particular topic like size. Hmm. Okay. For example, colors and customizing your colors. I think this is what Punyapal is talking about, overriding default colors. Import Tailwind CSS and like this. Correct? Hmm. Okay. Where was I? I will come to this. Come to this. But first, let me go through the upgrade guide. All right. So core plugins. I doubt we are using core plugins. We already checked that. Safe list also. I doubt we are using. Separator also. We are doubt. I doubt we are using. Theme values in JavaScript. In V3 exported resolve config function that could used to turn in V3 we exported a resolve config function that you could use to turn your JavaScript based file into a flat object that you could use in your other JavaScript. We have removed this in V4 in hopes that people can use the CSS variables we generate directly instead, which is much simpler and will significantly reduce your bundle size. Hmm, JSX, and if you need access to resolved CSS variable value in JS, you can use get computed style. Who? No. Hmm. All right. I think now that the doc is completed, I will spend more 5-10 minutes and we'll try to to do the replacing of colors from scratch. We'll forget about the upgrades. Simple as that. So for that, hmm, should we also remove the dependency from Tailwind config.js? What all things are we? So we need these things, right? So for example, there are files under Flux. We need to probably it will be in the documentation of Flux of what all things needs to be added to the app.css, I believe, or some white config so that it picks so that the new CSS classes are picked up by the white build or something like that. Yes. Hmm. But let's try what Nepal has suggested. Basically, from scratch, how to upgrade the how to override the colors, customizing your colors. All right. So first thing, I have actually forgotten these uh, these text, this color accent, this lingo, accent, etc. is was created by me, suggested by some GPT or someone which I don't even recollect, or is it a? It was a Tailwind 3 thing, and it is no longer in V4. Accent colors, caret colors, color accent. Things have changed. Where so this is a reference to this is a reference to this one. This is a custom my color itself, I believe. No, hold a second. Just undo the app CSS. Mm, all right. All right. Yes. Yes. And we know we don't need this meaning. So why delete it? So before deleting it, it all changed my app CSS, made all the changes in my app CSS, and then deleted those files. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. So we have introduced color accent over here, var color accent, zinc, and color accent is from below. So why this color was not picked up is now I'm confused. So hold a second. Okay, probably it was working always. I probably just needed to clear caches from here. Just let me just check. Nope, still no. I have refreshed the cache also. So ideally, what the tool did was right. The tool did everything right. So whatever, do you think the first import should be in the end? Just let's do that. Hmm, I will again clear and load it again, and nope. Yes. Hmm, even by putting in the end doesn't make sense. So this layer base, I think I have added colors to here, which is fine. This I don't understand. So this I understood this, so that neutral in the Tailwind CSS there was a neutral. Where is that? Yeah, here. So this neutral is converted to these lines that I have understood, and then this all of these things is converted to these lines. Font Jost. Hmm. Layer base is twice. I will check that. No, layer base is once. No, hmm, it's twice. I think it's time to take help from GPT. No, having two layer base. Okay, so like this. Still no luck. Now let's try putting the Tailwind CSS extremely down, which I think shouldn't shouldn't work, but let's see. I see some things have changed. Nepal, you are laughing. Why? I don't see the red color. I see the colors have changed. Hmm. Okay. No, I think this will come above itself. Still no luck. Yes, and it is black again. I think it's done. It's a wrap for the day. Forget Flux UI. I couldn't in 1 hour. I couldn't upgrade the Tailwind version 3 to version 4, especially this the color part. Probably I will take a look at it later, and tomorrow we'll continue. Thanks, Punyapal, for staying around for 1 hour. So see you tomorrow. Thanks, Gurpreet. If you're still around, you cannot put that in the end. Exactly. Yes. 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 Ah, all right. Thanks for joining. I will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Bye.